All right, guys, we are live. We're back. Hopefully, you're liking the new setup. Like I said, guys, every week we are trying to improve on the appearance. We're trying to improve on the information, the entire experience. So hopefully, this is helping out a little bit. But anyway, guys, we are rocking and rolling today. And I don't know if you can see here, but right down below me is Jason. That's front seat driver down there. He is coming to us live from Corvette World in Carrollton?
Yes, Carrollton, Texas.
Okay, so guys, we're going to have him do a walk around here for us in a little bit. There's a bunch of 2023 Corvettes in there, C7s, C8s. Are there anything other than the C7s and C8s there, Jason?
There's at least one C6.
Okay, there's at least one C6. So guys, there's a bunch of Corvettes.
50, 60 cars in here. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So what do you guys think? Do you like the new layout? Is everything sounding okay to you? Hopefully we are good to go. Great White North Corvette said he heard a rumor last night that you shouldn't give a thumbs up until the stream starts. I don't know. The way YouTube works, I wouldn't put it past them. So I guess we'll see.
For sure.
11-second Eclipse, what's up? Great White North, how you doing? Brian, Dad's Garage, what's up?
Hey, Tim.
Yep, General Lee. Good evening, Corvette World and Jason. Sup, Steve and Justin. How you doing? Cole's on. All right, guys. So we got a bunch of people on here. So real quick, before we get too much into this, I want to address two things. I have my phone currently set to alert me fairly loudly if a Venmo support comes through. And up at the very top of the chat, I have it pinned where all you have to do is click on that link and it will automatically take you to the ability to pay or donate on Venmo. Yeah. My dog loves the idea of Venmo, apparently. But I will...
he donated $5.
What's that?
Yes, I think he donated $5 earlier.
He donated $5.
He
$5.
Paul says he got his shirts. Thank you. And he will be listening. We appreciate it, Paul. I know sometimes for some reason this particular time doesn't work for everybody, and I do appreciate you guys out there that still turn it on and still listen to it, even if you can't watch it. That is awesome. That's great support. We all appreciate it for sure. Do you know if they are taking deposits on an E-rate? I don't know just yet, but
yes, some people are.
Well,
okay.
Someone has one. Jason.
Yeah, Jason. What number are you again? 3.
Trace.
Nice.
So that is 3 years in GM time.
Exactly. For sure.
We're gonna get one a year.
Yeah.
One allocation a year.
All right, so I gotta address this comment real quick. And guys, you're gonna see something else that I have going on here with something we were working on. But 11-second Eclipse says he thought that the dog bark was my ringtone for Venmo. It sounds, you can't change it on my iPhone. It sounds like a cash register, like dinging. But for those of you just joining, there is a link pinned at the top of the chat. If you feel like you want to donate to the channel, you can just click that link and it will automatically take you to where you need to be to donate. What we're going to do, though, we are going to switch over to Jason here in a second because he only has about half an hour at Corvette World, and we want to have a real nice walk through before he has to go. So, what do you guys want to see the most of here? Because, like I said, he can go through and show you C8s, he can show you C7s, he can show you at least one C6. What would you guys like to see the most on?
There's
tonight?
some pretty cool looking C8s in here tonight. They always have a lot of C8s. I call it C8 World, but there's actually some pretty cool looking C8s, I think anyway, in here today. But of course, there's beautiful C7s because I'm a huge fan of the C7.
So what do you guys want to see? Okay, I'm seeing C8. Anyone watched the first reaction vid with Hartford? Crazy how their shirts moved on wide open throttle revs. Yeah, I did watch that. A lot of that video created a lot of anger amongst fans and enthusiasts alike because it's not really a review. It's not really it's barely a demonstration. But you got to remember, her hands are kind of tied from GM, but at the same time, a lot of people are thinking that that means she sold out. I don't know if I would use those words exactly, because I'll be honest, if GM gave me the opportunity, I would be right there too. So
Yep, I'd sell out too.
Yeah.
Like, give me one. I
All
can be
right.
bought.
So it looks like we're looking at mostly C8s, Jason. Let's start with that one right behind you though, that red C7. Why not? It's right there. We're gonna switch over to Jason's camera here. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is I forget what year it is, but it is obviously a Z06, chrome wheels. It's going to be full red interior. So if you like red, well, I guess there's a splash of black in here.
That looks like a lot like neighbor Rich's car.
Yes, actually, you're right. It sure does. Having met him at Carlisle and seeing him in it, absolutely. But this one's really nice. I mean, it's actually got the stage 3 front splitter, of course, folding side skirts. It's a pretty good looking. At first, I thought it was a Z07 package, but it is not. But what do you guys think?
I'm always a fan of torch red C7s, but I know Steve is as well.
Yes, and actually, I have one that I want to share with you guys, because as soon as I saw it, the first thing I thought of was Steve. So here's I think it's a 2015, but look at this Stingray.
Oh, that's a Stingray.
Reminds me, yes, it is.
Nice.
Very reminiscent of Steve's.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, and even look, manual transmission, much like Steve's.
Is that real carbon fiber on the console?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It looks good. It does. It looks really good, but it's not. But look, it's got the black stinger stripe.
There you
go. It looks like it's missing the little edge pieces, the little winglets on the stage 2 front splitter, but of course it's got the Z06 style wheels. It's got the folding side skirts. It's got the stage 2 rear spoiler. This is so much like Steve's. If you pull the Stingray off the side, put the little vent cover right here, add the vent, you basically got Steve's car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. So, all right, real quick, I want to show this because this is one of my favorite specs. The C8R Accelerate Yellow, the hardtop convertible. Okay, so. Nice. It's got the 5 VM side skirts, and these are carbon fiber. I don't know if you can see that on here, but they are carbon fiber. And check out this interior. Sky cool gray, black, yellow. It's got all kinds of colors working inside of here. But it is a good-looking car. And if anybody has any comments, just so you know, I apologize. I can't read any of them. So I'm doing what I can.
All right, Jason, I'll call them out to you if I can here, because I do want to make sure you're able to see all this stuff as well.
Yeah, because if there's something, in specific, somebody wants to see, I would like to be able to help them out with that. This is another really good looking spec. It's a 22. It's got 925 miles. It's 116, but it's got the edge yellow brake calipers. And this black looks really nice, especially with the yellow seat belts and the yellow stitching. So it's going to be a 3LT. It's a really nice spec. What do you think, Justin? I know you like black.
Yeah. I do like that. I'm not a big fan of black with the yellow calipers, though. I don't know why. The edge yellow doesn't, in my personal opinion, it doesn't play well. Those should definitely be bright red calipers. But I do like the yellow stitching, the yellow seat belts really helps bring it all together.
It really does. I think that part looks cool. And I would actually be okay with just black calipers if I was going to do the yellow, because I don't know if the red would go with it. Maybe it would. Maybe I don't
change the wheels. Ugh.
Well, yeah, those are just the base Trident.
Jason,
so here's the forged wheels.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is a 2023, and the forged wheels on the new 2023s look fantastic. So Chevy finally got the hint. Everybody was replacing the wheels on a C8. Now they actually look good.
Yes.
And
I don't know if everybody knows, this is the Corvette flag right here.
Yeah. So the spoke design has actually got the Corvette flag built into it. This one also has black lug nuts from factory, which is really awesome as well.
Yes.
Is that a carbon flash stripe?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's hard to tell, man. The light here is really... Hello. And this is Sue Ann. Sue Ann from Corvette World, obviously. She's awesome. We're trying to do some videos. It's a little tough sometimes, just finding time. I swear, since I've been here, she's done nothing but deal with customers, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's my life, 24/7.
Yeah.
7 days a week, people.
Yes.
Even on my days off, I'm always answering emails.
Yeah.
Or texts. Or
I know.
phone calls.
We talk about that all the time because I'm the same way. My phone's always next to me, and I'm always having to answer text for work. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm the only salesperson that gives out my cell phone number so that
Yep.
people can reach me really quickly. So they
Yeah.
will shoot me a quick text. So that's not always easy. I'll get, a message at like 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, she puts in the effort, man. And if you have questions, she's very knowledgeable.
Okay, Jason.
Very, very knowledgeable.
Wheeler O'Hara wants to ask Sue Ann if the dress is torch red.
No, it is Amplify Orange.
It's actually probably more like a
Sebring orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was red. I thought it was red too.
Yeah, the light
It
there is
looks
pretty.
like it, but actually in person, it's not. Yeah.
But I do have red dresses too, and
Yeah.
I would match the car.
If he plans on coming in to get a torch red car, I'm sure she'd be willing to wear a torch red dress.
Well, she's getting the "she's a hottie" comment.
You're getting
Gotta
positive
pass that
comments.
Do not pass that
Yes.
on to her, for God's sake.
She is hottie.
No, but I'm here if you guys need anything. If you have any questions about any of the vehicles, I'm happy to make a walk around video.
Yep.
Explain the process. How we work, whether it's financing
Yeah.
or enclosed shipping, or questions about whatever fees. And just so you know, we don't add weird, mysterious dealer
Right.
fees. So the prices that you see online, it's the same price if you were to walk into our dealership. There's not a separate little tag on the side or the back, the car,
Yeah.
where we're bumping it up another 2,000-3,000 and this fee and that fee. That's not the case. That has never been the case with us.
Yep.
We offer no hassle, no haggle policy. We want to make it very easy.
And I know that
for
from
you.
experience.
The most important thing for us is always going to be to find the right car. We want you to love the car.
Yeah.
We want you to take it on a test drive, if that's possible. For some of our out-of-state clients,
Yeah,
that's
true.
not always possible. If you do fly in, we're happy to pick you up at the airport, bring you here, take you on a test drive before you finalize the deal.
Or we can take your car for a drive for you and just film it. So-
That's what that's for you. I've done, cold starts.
Uh-huh.
So,
We did that. We
Yeah,
did the cold start on the yellow. Yeah. See, she goes out of her way to help the clients that she has. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, listen, I understand. I'm a consumer too.
Yeah.
Before I'm a salesperson, I'm a consumer. I'm a human being. I'm a person. Buying something sight unseen, at these prices, it's
Yeah.
not easy. That's a lot of money to part with. And
It is a
and
lot of money.
And
Yeah.
that could be whether it's a $20,000 car
Yeah.
or a $100,000 car.
That's a good question.
20,000.
Justin to Canada.
100,000.
Yep.
So for us, it doesn't matter. We're here for you. Whatever
Yeah.
it is that you need.
Jason, ask
We want
her
it to be yours.
how they go about getting the Corvettes into Canada.
How do they get Corvettes to Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So we don't do any exporting.
Okay.
If you are a Canadian resident, the only thing that we could do is if you know someone in the U.S. who could purchase the car on your behalf, we could have it shipped and delivered to the nearest point of entry. But unfortunately, the only drawback is when you're crossing the borders and you're trying to register the car,
Yeah.
you need to have the title. And unfortunately, ever since COVID, those processes between the banks, the DMV, the state and county DMVs, and,
Yeah.
departments, they've just been taking a lot longer.
Right.
So, that's been an issue too.
So that's the only thing that you can do is if you've got a good friend in the States that you feel is trustworthy, you would need to get them to purchase the car on your behalf. You would, give them the money and that kind of thing. And then they could ship it to the closest point of origin of where
or
you
to
live.
their house.
Yeah. To their
someplace-
home, yeah.
Somewhere in the contiguous U.S. that we could ship to.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No, I think we're good. Let's go back to that yellow C8R when you get a chance.
You want to go back to the yellow C8R?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were having some questions about pricing here, and I know
Yes.
this is going to be a sensitive topic because everybody thinks that there should be no markups on these cars, but there are. So,
Right.
now this, I can already tell this car looks like it is almost fully loaded, especially I have not ever seen a C8R in a convertible fashion. So I can see the
Correct.
carbon fiber mirror caps. Looks like, is it exposed carbon fiber side skirts
Yes.
and front
It is.
splitter? So this thing's
And front splitter.
optioned. This was probably,
Yes, it's decked out.
This was probably 100,000 plus MSRP. So what is the price on that paper there?
This one's 132,995.
You know what?
And it has
I think that's correct.
991 miles.
Okay, so under 1,000 miles, it's 132,000. That is, it's definitely high. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's adequate for this particular build because number one, these were numbered cars. Number two, this one is fully loaded. So that price, I've seen the C8Rs going for that price all day long. This one being a loaded and convertible, I think that's pretty adequate. I think that's a good price actually. So, yeah.
Can I just jump in here for a second? I actually had a customer walk in, and this was another C8R convertible that we had here a few months back, and he said, "Oh, I just saw one down the road. You know, it had lower miles, and it was for the same price." Well, so I checked, and that car was a coupe, and it wasn't loaded like the one that we had.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the same price. So
it was apples to oranges, not apples to apples.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So when people, when they test me and they ask me, well, how come your prices are so high? I always have to ask, what's the build out?
Yep.
Because just because it's a C8R doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same.
Exactly. They might be a 3LT, but there's more to it than just that.
They're all going to be on a C8R. They're all going to be 3LT. They're going to have the Z51 package, but there are other components that can make it very different.
So, like on this one, the 5VM side skirts, is that something that they ordered from GM like this, or was this added on later?
No, that would have come from GM.
I don't know if they come.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, okay.
So, what about the VIN? Do we know the last digits of the VIN?
It is. Let's see. It is 5899.
5899. So 899.
This is car number 486.
Okay, I think that's what they were asking for. So
yeah.
So not too long ago, guys, I did a review on a hypersonic gray C8R, and it was a coupe. And whenever it was fully optioned out with the carbon fiber and everything, you were easily looking at $100,000 car.
I think this thing is priced the way it should be. If you look at the current markup or when you go to dealerships, this is actually perfect.
So
yeah, and
Luke,
since it's a 3LT, you have all your microfiber suede along the headliner here and on the back of the B pillars.
Luke, Luke asks, he wonders what Speed Phenom was asking for his C8R, and I believe he was actually asking 130 as well. Yeah.
With probably a lot more miles, right?
Yep, and Shane confirmed it is the same price.
Yeah.
Dog definitely approves of the C8R. He liked it a lot.
Yeah.
So
smoking car. I love this. And the color.
I'll be honest, like I said, I've never seen one of these in a convertible. And just because I've never seen one, I just assumed they didn't even make these in convertibles. I never looked at the car enough to know for sure that they did. This is the first one I've ever seen. So it's definitely an interesting spec. I really like the way it looks in a convertible here because of the way those stripes come right up to that back glass. It's really cool looking. But was there only just the one 2023? Is it that red one? Or are there any other 2023s?
There's another 2023. Did we just look? No, here's another red 2023 right here. It's 2023, 149 miles on it, 95,995. And this is, I believe, a 2 LT.
95.9 for this one.
No, it's a 1 LT. I'm sorry. It is a 1 LT.
That's a 1 LT?
Yes.
How many miles are on this one?
It's got the high wing Z51.
Oh, okay.
What are the mileage on this one, Jason?
995.
Oh.
No, sorry. No. 149.
Okay, so
149 miles.
It's basically brand new. 1 LT at 95.
So let me correct. Sue Ann was just correcting me. It is not a Z51. It just has Z51. It just has the high wings.
Yeah.
So it's a non-Z51, but with yes, it is.
So this one,
it's got the painted roof in the cells.
This one MSRP is probably still over 70,000. So you're not looking at too much of a markup on these cars. And that still has the forged wheels, the new 2023 forged wheels. Definitely an interesting spec. And so we got two. Yeah. What the other one was a coupe, right? The one behind you.
This one right here is a convertible.
Oh, that's a convertible as well. Okay, so this one.
Yes, sir.
What's the price on this one?
So this one right here is it's got 386 miles. It's 115,995. But this is a Z51, right? Z51,
Yeah.
and it's a 3LT front end lift. So it's a 3LT with a front end lift, and it does have the high wing, and it's a paint matched high wing.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty cool.
So with this being a convertible, high wing, forged wheels, front lift, this car was probably pretty close to 90,000 MSRP, and it's at 115 listed right here now.
Might have been more than that because of the front end lift and the. Because I know mine's 94. I did a 2LT.
Oh, that's
Mine's
right.
94.
That's right. So I'm thinking coupe because I'm always in coupe mode. So with the convertible, yeah, this is probably closer to 95 to 97. So
yeah,
again,
I was thinking 97. Exactly.
Not too much of a markup on these things when it's all said and done. Yeah, LT4
what
powered.
do you guys think of the natural dipped?
The majority of these
love
cars he's
the
showing
red
are going to be
seatbelt.
flipped, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the natural dip, I'm not a big fan of that usually, but if I were to ever get one, it would be on red. That color definitely looks
Yes.
the best on red or red mist.
Oh, and this one has the stealth package too. She just mentioned. Yeah, as soon as tell me. So if you see, it's got the where it's blacked out here and all on the front edges and speaker, yeah, all of that. So this does have the stealth package, and I can't tell because I'm too far. I can't see if it's got the black tips. So I don't think I would want this because I'm a clean freak and I feel like it would get dirty.
Yeah,
But
it
I got to
would.
be honest with you, I absolutely love this. It has such a Magnum PI vibe to me.
Oh
Red
yeah,
with
right.
with the natural dipped interior, man. Did it have the black tips? Did you notice? Okay, so no, this has the chrome tips on it though.
Okay. Are those the only two 2023s?
No.
No, I think, where's the other one? I think that white one isn't it? Yeah, there's a white. No, never mind. I apologize. That's 22. And then, but what do you guys think of the Amplify Orange? I know we were just talking about that a little bit ago. So 22,
Yeah.
189, 105, 995. Of course, the orange seatbelts look so good in there.
Yeah, the Amplify Orange, I think, on the Z06 looks better than on the C8. I have two questions I want to address here, though. First, Blown 6th Gen, I'm going to get to your question in 1 second, so don't leave. Don't go anywhere. I do want to address that. And Shane wants to look a little bit closer at those stealth pieces in that red C8 2023.
You want to see the stealth pieces?
Yeah, so Shane asks, how do they look? Do all pieces match in color now? That is important because without the stealth, they don't match. The speakers are more of a stainless steel, whereas the piece on the dash is more of a shiny chrome.
So, yes, they match much better. So you can see this, and this is basically exactly the same color. This almost looks a little more like black chrome to me.
That's what I was thinking.
Than this.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yes and no. I mean, they all match up as far as being dark, and you don't notice it unless.
I'll be honest, based on
once you know it, then you notice it.
What I'm seeing here, I don't like that option on, at least not on natural dipped.
Yeah.
Not a natural dip. It looks weird.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
look
I like
right.
it. I like it in black interior. I'd like it.
Yeah.
Is there
See it
any
this way.
red mist C8s there, Jason?
Yes, there is. My
There we
favorite
go.
color.
Wheeler
22
O'Hara
red
gets his
mist.
wish.
My new favorite.
Let's start with the
Yes.
price, the year and the price there in the front first. So
All
we
right.
got this is a 2022.
Yes, and it's 173 miles, 97,995, and it is a 2LT with mag ride, but it is not a Z51. But it does have the little non-Z51 spoiler that you can get.
Yeah. The little lip.
So it has that just to give that little bit of extra to it. Yeah. And this is natural and black on the interior.
Yeah. I like that better. If you're going to go that route with natural, I think this is the way to do it.
I agree. I mean, because again, I feel like it's going to get dirty, but
Yeah.
it's definitely, especially with if you were to do like the black inserts as opposed to natural, that would be a really good way to keep it from having that dirty look to it as well. You know.
Jason, why don't you tell the people here to give us a thumbs up?
Yes, if you guys like Corvette World, you like the content we're bringing, absolutely throw us a thumbs up because believe me, we really do appreciate it. It makes a big, big difference. And that's probably the worst thing I have on my channel is asking, people, hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I usually do that at the very last second when nobody's watching. So,
Yeah, and not to mention, Jason's over an hour and a half away from his house.
Yeah.
So he
at this
drove
time of the day, yes.
He drove a long time to get over there. So
yeah, guys.
And I've been here since like 4 o'clock because I was already in the area and there was no way I was going to drive, all the way back to my house and then turn right around and come back here.
All right, guys. So, like, if you didn't hear there, Jason is almost an hour and a half away from his house. He's doing the Corvette World Tour for you guys, for all of us here. So just smash that thumbs up button. Let him know that his efforts are not going unnoticed. It really helps the channel. It helps Jason. It helps me. It helps Steve. Yeah, one of those guys.
Hey, and you can do a Venmo for some gas money.
There you go.
There
you
I'm
go.
just saying.
Yeah, the Venmo's up at the top of this chat, guys. If you're interested in supporting the channel or giving Jason some gas money, it's right up there at the top. Click on that. It will take you right where you need to be. That is a beautiful ZR1. Look at that.
That's what I was going to
Oh
say.
my
I did not
gosh.
see this in here earlier.
I
The
love
black
that.
ZR1.
That is gorgeous. What's the price on that one?
That one is $79,995, and it's
Ooh, that's
got
a 13 too.
21,176. Yes,
Yeah,
13.
beautiful.
Check it out.
Dang, that's a pretty decent price. I've seen these things priced almost at $100K still, which is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at that carbon fiber roof. But check it out, man. This thing is nice.
That's real nice. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, LT4 powered. Somebody else asked if the bumper was touching the glass, and it is not. It is literally a paper length away, a piece of paper thinness away from the glass, but it is not touching.
I wanted to get a video of Rob earlier when he was backing this car up. So he backed it up. And look at this. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. He wasn't driving when he got it that close. He's not that good.
Right.
Nobody's that good. But,
show us the price on that
smart.
ZR1 one more time, Jason.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. $79,995, 21,176 on the miles.
Yeah, C6 ZR1 is very special.
Yes.
Look at those carbon ceramic rotors, the chrome wheels, which somehow works with the C6. I'm not really sure why I think that. But
especially with black. Like,
yeah.
I think it looks good with black, There's certain colors, like, I like that. I think it looks okay on the white as well. But it definitely goes good with the black.
I love
Marty.
those fenders.
Marty's a good guy, too. He works here. He is the finance manager. Robert.
Okay, so we got a bunch of C7s in here, too.
Yes. Let me show you this one because, I mean, Robert's like, dude, I cannot believe this thing hasn't sold. It's a 17, so that's one of the best years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good price.
Yes. $67,995, $79.50. And it's a Heritage Edition. It's got carbon fiber, stage 2 front splitter. I don't know if you can see that carbon fiber. It's hard to tell what you can see on these. But it's got the full-length side skirts and carbon fiber. Stage 2 rear spoiler. It's got the paint-matched vent cover here. Most important,
it is a manual. I was just going to say that. I thought the price was low because it was an auto. That's pretty good. Nope. I like that.
That is. It is, man. And it's a 3LT. So, I mean, it's not even the base, It's freaking nice. And, of course, you have your front cameras that, I'll be honest with you, those things matter.
Yeah, they do. When you have
I
that
guess
front
I'll find
lip.
out soon.
Yeah.
Never had it before.
Robert Minkin says, I'm feeling a road trip to Dallas soon. You definitely should because I plan on one too. Oh, yeah. Jason, Brian Greer asks if there are any Hot Wheels cars in there.
No. Well, okay, maybe 1 or 2 or I don't know.
No. I mean like the Hot Wheels edition cars.
Oh, man. Okay, no. There's no Hot Wheels edition cars in here, unfortunately. But I was going to say, if you're looking for Hot Wheels, Robert is the man.
Yeah, Robert's got some Hot Wheels.
Yes, he does. He will give mostly anybody a run for their money. No, unfortunately, there's not.
All right, I saw a Shark Gray Z06 behind you.
Yes, you did.
Show us that one real quick. I'm sorry. I know I'm
What's up, Robert?
keeping you running everywhere.
Sold. He sold another one. So, Shark Gray
yeah, there it is.
Right here.
Yeah, I love that color so much. That looks so good.
So do I. Dude, my dad has one, and I was supposed to have been at his house already. But
and
look
it's
at
a
that.
manual.
Yes, it is. Look at even there.
Look at the seats. Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Competition seats, manual transmission, Shark Gray. Z06. I mean,
Is it a Z07?
no.
Okay, I was gonna say if that was Z07, that is literally perfect spec right there.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the only thing it's missing. I know we all want this competition seat so bad.
Yeah, like we'll just take those right out of there. The guy who buys the car doesn't need seats anyway.
Exactly. Me and Robert have talked about it. I said, look, if you get some with yellow stitching and they don't want them because, you know, it's an older couple that doesn't think they're comfortable, I said, man, let me know. I'll pay to remove them. They can have my seats.
Yeah. You don't even have to pay to remove them. It's literally 4 bolts and you just take the seat out.
Hey, if I got to pay, though, I will.
A comment I want to address here. G. Smith says to back up. Just so you know, these cars are packed in there pretty tight. There's not a whole lot of room to move around. So Jason's doing his best to get you the best possible shots here, but it is tight in there.
It is. It is. That's the problem. Yeah, you can't really step back too far. You'll run into another car. But yeah, like, so here's a 19 Grand Sport. It's on hold, but hold doesn't mean sold. 58,103 for with on the miles. 54,995. Torch red.
Manual.
Very nice. I don't think it's I think it's an auto. Yes, it is an auto. But you know, if you're gonna drive this in traffic, man, that's the car. You know.
Is there a Rapid Blue over there?
Yes. Was that?
No, we haven't seen that yet.
Yes. Let me hit the Rapid Blues. There's a 2 or 3. I think there's 2. Yeah, and I literally have to hold on to the pillar here to get by without falling. Come on, I know. I know it's my balance. It's not that I've been drinking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Rapid Blue is always a good one.
Let's look at this one because it is the convertible, but it's a 22 with 3,946 miles, 107,995.
The 3LT.
I believe it is. If I remember correctly,
non-Z51.
Yes,
it looks like.
Yeah, non-Z51, but this is the one that has the mag ride, the front end lift,
Wow,
Trident wheels. So it's not going to be on your cheap side. It's got the tension blue and twilight blue interior.
that looks good.
I mean, this thing is super nice.
The tension blue interior goes really well with the Rapid Blue exterior. I like that a lot.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
And it's also very common because if you look at the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say the other one. Is this a 23, this Rapid Blue here? Yes? Yeah, it
no,
is.
Neither one of them, I don't believe.
Yeah, it is. Go back to the front end a little bit. Look at that badge.
It is 23. Yes,
okay.
It's 52 miles.
I was going to say that badge looks like a stealth badge. Yeah.
It is a stealth badge. I love that.
Yeah, that looks cool. And the wheels are the new forged ones, aren't they?
Oh, true enough. That was the giveaway right there for me. I didn't even, So it's got the black roof.
That's transparent, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be more accurate considering I can see my hands there. Yeah,
there you go.
But there's a lot of carbon fiber in this one, too. Check it out.
Yeah. What's the price on this one? So this is a 23. Was this a 3LT as well?
Let me look. I forget.
Yeah, it is. It's a 3LT. Is it a Z51, though?
It is no. Or yes. My mistake.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. What was the price on this one, then?
It was 105. Let me look. You know, I have a memory that lasts about 4 seconds. Yeah, no, 0.0999.
Okay. That's a pretty.
It's only got 52 miles on.
That's a decent price, too, considering really low mileage, brand new, forged wheels, Z51, 3LT, the stealth emblem package. Yeah, that's probably a $90,000, $92,000 car right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's see. What else? Okay, so here's one that I like. It's a non-Z51, and it's right here hanging out by Sue Ann. It's Arctic white. I like the stripes. I don't know if you can see these stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that silver?
They're like a bluish gray.
I was going to say they're blue, yeah.
It reminds me of the Corvette that we saw at Carlisle, that company that racing company that was doing all the work to the cars over by XPEL.
Yep.
So here's something, this is what I like. If you look at the seatbelt, it's got the sky cool gray seats with the tension blue seatbelt, right? However, the blue is not the same blue as the blue on the lines, but I still like it. I know it's different, but I don't care about things all being an exact match.
Right. All right, guys. So Jason is walking around here at Corvette World, giving us a view of their inventory. Is there anything specific you guys would like to see? And yes, it was Cunningham. Shane says that was the name of the company doing
That's
them.
it.
Yep.
I knew Shane would remember, and I knew I wouldn't.
All right. So Robert's asking about Red Mist C8. So go ahead. You're pretty close to that one. Go ahead and show that one again.
Yeah.
I know some of you guys are just now tuning in. I want to let you know, Jason from Front Seat Driver is taking us on a tour of the Corvette World inventory. So if there's anything you'd like to see specifically, throw it up in the chat here, and we'll make sure that he shows it. In the meantime, we have over 200 people watching, and Shane will update me here in a second on the thumbs ups, but I'm sure they don't match. So if you could please hit that thumbs up button and let Jason know that his efforts here today are not in vain and that you guys are indeed appreciating this content, because he is well out of his way from his house to do this for us. So let's thank him by clicking that thumbs up button.
Absolutely.
Sebring orange.
So let's focus on this Red Mist one for another second, Jason.
Yes.
Somebody asked.
It's a 22.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope. You go ahead.
Okay. It's a 22, 173 miles, 97,995. It is a 2 LT with mag ride, and it's a non-Z51.
Okay.
And it is a coupe.
It is a coupe with.
It's got the natural and black interior.
Yep, natural.
And then I love it.
Natural goes pretty well with Red Mist.
It really does.
Asked if there is is there any black tipped cars there?
The
new one, the new 23.
Here we go.
They used to have one.
Oh, there
right
it is.
Here.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So glad I got that.
Yeah.
Coming.
Same here. So we have the Red Mist, and we have a black convertible, red convertible, another red convertible.
Take us over that Sebring orange, or not Sebring orange.
Amplify.
Amplify, yeah. 99 thumbs up,
Absolutely.
says Shane. So, guys, if we could please hit that thumbs up button. We have 240 people watching. If you could hit that thumbs up, make those two numbers match, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, well, Robert says definitely hit that thumbs up button.
Hey, hold on. I got something for Justin.
Yeah?
Ready?
You got.
All right, Justin. This one's just for you, brother. No, Chicago.
I knew it was going to be something like that.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know Justin will be watching. Look at him. He's having a good time with that. So, yeah, there. See, you're on there now, getting one more thumbs up. So this is the Amplify Orange, and thank goodness the sun's kind of starting to set. We can actually see the cars, in my opinion, a little bit better. But it's got a nice gray stripe. I love racing stripes. I know I say it literally every time I show a car with racing stripes, but I love them.
I like Amplify,
What do you guys think
but
about
the
this?
Sebring orange just hits different.
Yeah.
When you see it out in the sun. Oh man.
See,
It does, because it has all the metallic flake in it,
I
but
disagree. I am an Amplify orange fan over Sebring orange.
I am too. The Amplify has grown on me big time. I don't know why, but it has. But check this out. And
Nice.
of course, you've got to have the orange seatbelts. There's just no, you can't do black seatbelts in this car. That would make no sense. And check it out. Look, what do we notice about this that to me, in my opinion, is correct? I'm going to get in trouble for saying it, but what's not wrong on here?
Chrome lug
Brake calipers are correct.
Huh?
Their color is correct. It is not orange.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
They probably don't have that for this one. I don't even know, but.
Hey,
No.
Orange, Chicago Bears.
Hey, he said orange Chicago Bears.
Somebody asked the price of the Shark Gray Z06 you were looking at. I don't know if we touched on that or not.
I don't remember, but we can find out. Oh, by the way, real quick. So here is an Arctic White Z06, Z07 package, 17, and I believe it's an auto. Yes, it is. It's an automatic, but it's 19,676 miles for $84,995, just so you'd know. Anyway, not bad.
Smarter Than You says, is the lift system worth the extra $2,500? In my opinion, it is a definite yes. I used that all the time when I had my C8 Corvette.
So I will say yes, but I didn't do it. But I will say yes. Having had it on the Lambo, it gave me a peace of mind that I don't have on my C7. And if I hadn't done the hardtop convertible, I guarantee you I would have chose it. But I was just trying to keep my price at a particular point, and so hopefully I won't regret it. But yeah, Shark Gray right here, Z06, 2016, 30,184 miles for $73,995. And remember, it's a manual and competition seats.
Robert Minkin says that the Bears got lucky this weekend. So let Robert know that the other Robert said that.
Okay, I'll go back and tell him here in a sec. But this one has carbon fiber front splitter side skirts and side skirts.
And the Sebring orange one, did you catch the price on that one?
There's not a Sebring orange.
The Amplify orange. I don't know why I keep saying that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yes.
Because deep down you agree the Sebring orange looks better.
It's 105,995, 189 miles. So it's a baby.
Okay.
And it's a 22.
Hey, shout out, Great White North.
Yep. Roberts just said, hey, shout out to Great White North. That's our guy, man.
Broncos,
Go Broncos.
Jason,
hey, they're orange.
Is there a Night Race Blue C7 in there?
Yes.
There is. Okay. So
yes.
LT4 powered,
I think
that is
two.
what you saw. There's two?
Yes.
Well, that's a pretty rare color.
Maybe not. I don't know where the other one is, but here's the Night Race Blue right here.
Yep, that's it.
It's a 14. Yeah, 10,726 miles, 53,995.
So that was a pretty rare color, guys, for those of you who don't know.
Yes. Very. They've only had like 4 of them in here, I think he said, like, all together. I don't know if the sun is doing it.
It actually looks better right now with the sun going down.
Yeah, so sometimes it puts a glare, you know. And it has the dry carbon or the matte carbon dashboard.
Nice. All right, guys, is there anything else that you would like to see while Jason is taking us on a trip around the Corvette World inventory? I think we touched on almost everything here. Yeah, so I actually wanted to touch on that. Shane said to order all your cars from Sue-Ann. Haha, sorry, Robert. I think me and Jason had a conversation about this before, though. Regardless of who you order from, everybody gets credit anyway. So there is not any reason to talk to anybody specifically there.
Right. But Sue-Ann is super nice, man. Robert, you know, of course, I've known Robert for years, and I bought my Z06 from him. There was another gentleman that used to sit right there named Eddie. Super nice guy, but he retired. Sue-Ann took over, and I'll be honest with you, I love Sue-Ann. She's one of my favorite people. I love coming up here and talking to her. So you would be good with whoever you choose here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice seats. Like this.
But I do plan to do more videos. If you guys like her, I'm already planning to do videos. We keep trying. It just hasn't worked out. But, man, if you see a video of where she's in it and you like it, man, hit that like button and, you know, let her know.
Yep. A thumbs up on this video will let us know what you guys think of that as well. So,
yes, because we would like to do more of these from time to time if people like them.
Yeah, there is another Shark Gray Z06 right there. What's that one?
Yes, there is. That one is a 15, 78,995, 11,434, and it is a 3LZ.
Nice.
And it's got the transparent roof as well. Adrenaline red on the interior, and it is an auto. Now this one does not have the competition seats, so it's going to have to take a second place to the other one.
Thaniel asks if there's any ZR1s. There is a C6 ZR1, but not a C7. If that's what you're, what you're asking about. But go ahead and show that C6 ZR1 one more time because it's pretty anyway.
Making it over there. Oh, by the way, this white, this Arctic white right here, Z06 is really nice. It's reminiscent of that 60th. But check out this Corsa. That's the Corsa exhaust to that.
Oh, that's crazy.
It sounds excellent too. Holy cow! Yeah, it is very crazy looking, but it sounds really good. Steve, you okay?
You all right there, Steve?
Yep.
Are we boring you with Corvette content?
No, I've been up like last night editing videos like you wouldn't believe.
All right, so
Some people invent Syndicate people to work.
He forgot he was live.
we got the C6
I'm like-
ZR1 here though for you Thaniel, you asking about the ZR1s. This is I think the only ZR1 that they have right now, but they
Yeah.
did
Hey, Jason,
have,
can you pop the hood of that?
Oh yeah, that'd be
Do
Pop
I?
the
cool.
hood of that car. Pop the hood of that car because I've seen that. The hood,
Yeah, it's
the
a
engine.
super nice carbon fiber underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've seen that one in person. It's the engine bases. Oh,
Oh, stupid.
I'm surprised that's still there.
Yeah.
It is flawless in person. The paint is just flawless.
Wheeler O'Hara says that we need more yawns.
We'll do that for
Give it
instead of lights.
yawns up.
Do that instead of the like button.
Yeah, that's
This thing
nice.
is smoking. I mean, just look at that carbon fiber.
Is that super glossy?
Yeah, it's pretty glossy.
I don't get it. Like GM
It looks
on
good.
the C7 ZR1, they left it unclear coated, and it looks way better clear
Oh,
coated.
no, yeah.
I don't know why they would have done that.
It is very clear. Yeah, see, like right here,
Look
it
at
doesn't
that.
look as glossy, but man, right here, you can even feel it.
Yeah, Wheeler, the hoods of
So-
the ZR1 on the C6 and the C7 are all carbon fiber. Even the painted part on the outside that you see is still carbon fiber underneath.
Since I accidentally popped this, I figured might as well take the time to look inside here because, I didn't want to go to all that effort for nothing. It's got a nice big space, man. There's a lot of room in the back here.
The car's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. There's something about
Oh,
ZR1s.
You see your carbon fiber
Oh.
all inside there.
Ultimate.
Man, this thing is really nice.
That's a showstopper. You pull up with that.
Cole
Yeah.
says you might as well fire it up.
Yeah, okay. Let me, I will. Let me tell Robert, make sure I know he doesn't care, but I'm going to let him know.
Oh, you're serious?
I was going to say, I didn't know if they'd actually let you or not.
No, dude, you know how many cars I've driven here today? I've driven like 5 or 6 different cars. So, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me run over and let Robert know I'm going to start it, and then I'll be right back.
All right.
Damn.
We're going to start.
That's awesome, guys. So, guys, smash that thumbs up button. Jason is about to give us a live cold start on a C6 ZR1. It's not often you see one of these cars, let alone get to hear it on camera. It's going to blow this camera out, I'm sure. So, thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel out a lot. We have 220 people watching, and our thumbs ups are not that high. So, please smash that thumbs up. Right, one of these guys.
All right, guys.
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
It's in stealth.
That was stealth?
Hang on. So is that in stealth?
No, that's just there's no miles allowed.
Oh, okay.
Plus, it's on a headset. He's on a headset right now, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna start up. The moment it starts up, those baffles close right away.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why everybody pulled the fuse, or everybody bought a mild to wild, in which case you can open and close it at will.
Gotcha.
That's why in the C7, this was a complaint. In the C7, they went to the mild to wild option, with the MPP. Because
because when you started that earlier, that thing sounds like a beast.
oh yeah. Well, why do you think Street Speed changed his Corsa on his giveaway?
Yeah.
It's because they start up. I mean, it's this exhaust stock when you're on it on the highway.
Yeah.
It's nice. It even has some burble pops from time to time, but it's very mild. It's very conservative.
Yeah.
Everybody was demanding to be more aggressive. That's why with the 7, they really changed Corvette's attitude with
They
that.
did.
Yeah.
Which was a good idea,
Yeah, absolutely.
But I noticed, Justin, even driving your Z06 that when I was driving it, you could hear the burbles and some pops just cruising down the freeway. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
was
that
impressed.
NPP, just like Rob just said, has the fuse pulled.
That's right. You told me that because I was like,
If I pulled the fuse, this thing would have been significantly louder.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because the baffle closing, you're right on the C6 MPPs. It's like stealth mode in the 7.
That's right. Because for some reason I was thinking you were just in stealth because I know we started a couple of Vettes.
You got to look at the culture. They were still getting out of that stereotypical, very conservative exhaust.
Yep.
You figure from the late 70s all the way through till pretty much the end of the C6, most of the exhaust manufacturers were very conservative.
Yeah.
They had good solid hums. They sounded great on throttle, but
startup.
They were thinking middle class, 40 to 50 something, started up in a neighborhood where you probably got an HOA and a bunch of neighbors that don't
you
like
don't want
radio.
people. I know.
That was the idea.
Yeah, they fixed it when they got to this one though, because I got to tell you, the C7 was.
And look at the marketing. GM's marketing with the targeting the young.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though unfortunately prices have not reflected that, but they've gotten more aggressive because the demand's there, and to their credit, they have followed the market in that regard. But it doesn't take away from this. It's just like anything. If you get something like this, and it's still such a fuse.
He said, if you don't like it, pull the fuse. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or better yet, put a louder sounding exhaust on it. I mean, it's not that.
Absolutely.
It's really not that expensive nowadays.
No, go with an AWE or Corsa or whatever, whatever you prefer.
Yep.
I think I'm going to try the AWE here before long.
Yeah, so the AWEs only come on the C8s and the C7s. They have not.
Right.
They have not made it down to the C6 yet. But if they did, that's what would be on my Z06 as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I forgot. I didn't even realize they didn't have it for the C6.
Yeah, not yet, but we'll see.
I mean, this looks like if Jay Leno was a Corvette guy only.
Yeah.
It looks like his garage.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. So Jason is at Corvette World. For those of you just joining, he is walking through the inventory to show us what they have to sell here. So they have a bunch of C7s, a bunch of C8s, and a couple of C6s sprinkled in there as well.
Here's a 612 for this black C8, 612 miles. It's a 21. So I guess they just stuck it in the garage.
Let it set.
Did you own this, Steve?
Yeah, exactly. Might as well.
Oh, that's funny.
That's about how many miles a year I put on it.
No, you do better than that. That's like nothing right there. I'll be honest. So here's one of the specs that I really like. White with a hardtop convertible with the I want mine to have the painted nacelles and the carbon flash painted roof, all that. But I think this is an excellent looking spec. The problem for me though is XPEL. I know, having had a white car with XPEL, I want to make sure they wrap it around because I don't want to see the dirt lines on the edge like I saw on my Lambo. That was just awful.
All right, Jason. So Cole asks, Jason, do you need a sidekick? Where do I send my resume?
Yeah, man. Come on out. You're welcome anytime. If you come to the DFW area, man, we come by here and we'll film some stuff. And I will tell you, I drove this one today.
Shane said he is heading to work and he will be limited on chat. Let's go with the thumbs ups. Shane, thank you for tuning in as always, man. I can't wait to hang out again.
Shane's the man. Absolutely.
LT4 Powered said, is Jason getting paid for his service? Yes. If you hit up Venmo, he gets paid for his service.
Yeah. I get free cars, to be honest with you. They're like, if you do 100 videos, we'll give you the car of your choice.
Oh my God. Those 100 videos, I would have those 100 videos filmed in 3 days.
No, man. I'll be like, does reels count?
Yeah, so LT4 Power, Jason is getting paid with crisp high fives, unless you guys want to donate to the Venmo. In that case, he will get paid with real money.
Yes, and I will say, I did film a video of some of the cars here today. So that video will come out, I don't know, maybe a week. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just depends on how much time I have to edit. Luckily, these videos are easy to edit because there's not a whole bunch of scenes. It's just walking around talking about cars. But if you follow me on YouTube, there will be a video and other videos from Corvette World from time to time. And we're trying to do a video, myself, Sue Ann, and Rob, that's more than just a walk around. It's to teach you about the Corvette, mainly the C8. So we'll have some of those videos coming in the future.
Thaniel says, thank you for the content tonight, Justin and crew. You're very welcome, Thaniel.
Yep.
And Jason says you're welcome too, I'm
Yep.
sure.
Absolutely. Oh, here. We haven't seen this color. Black Rose Metallic.
Yep. That's exactly what Amber was just asking about.
Yep. Black Rose Metallic.
Nice.
The next interesting comment here is that LT4 Powered says that Jason is getting bumped to the top of the list for the C8 Z06 for doing this.
I wish.
The only thing we need...
GM just loves me.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing we need to know or to have now is for the people at GM to know that that's the case.
Yeah, exactly. I can be their spokesman. I know a little bit about all of the C8s. Maybe not every color, maybe not every option. I know the occasional option, if I can remember it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not as good looking as Amelia, so you know, I've got all kinds of pros on my end. I don't speak well, you know.
All right, guys.
Man, one more time.
Yeah, maybe let's have a goodbye session with Sue Ann, and I think your job will be done for tonight, Jason.
All right. Exactly. I'm gonna go home and eat.
So, guys, do we have any questions for Sue Ann or Rob, the salesman down there at Corvette World?
Here it comes. Just waiting.
Well, we're going to cover some stuff with her and in some videos here before long. Like I said, we've got some plans. We were going to do a specific video. I don't want to give away what it was right now, but the problem was we need a few cars lined up, and I got to be honest with you, that's not exactly easy to do at this moment. I know Robert and I backed in and out a whole bunch of cars because he was having to move. He needed a car that was way over there that somebody was buying, so I had to move a bunch of cars. It's a production, man.
So one of the other comments here, and it's actually a little too big for the screen, but it says, Justin McFly says, hey, you might see another Justin come up there. I'm in sales at Dallas North Aquarium, thinking about trading my ZL1. So
sweet.
Do you guys take other trades other than Corvettes? I'm assuming you do.
Yes, we do. So the only caveat to that is that if it's non-Corvette, it takes a little bit longer for us to get a bid because we've got to send out pictures and specs of the vehicle to wholesalers and other dealerships that specialize in that make and model. So if it was a Corvette, you'd get a bid from us immediately. On a non-Corvette, we've got to wait for them, and usually we might send it out to 4 to maybe 6 different places, and it takes a while for people to get back.
So what's the average time?
I would say it takes at least a day.
Okay.
It depends though. Like sometimes if it's a car that's really hot, we might hear back right away. But other times they're busy too. We're not necessarily, other dealerships are not necessarily their priority. Right. But our focus is really to try to get you the highest bid. Yeah. So, because it's a straight pass-through sale for us, and we want you to get the tax credits and the tax savings on the sales tax. So we want to try to get you the highest bid. We want to know as much about your trade-in, any upgrades that you have, special options that you've had built on the car. This way we could really pump up the volume of the value of the vehicle when we're giving out the information.
11-second Eclipse asks if they are no haggle pricing.
Correct.
Yes. We want to make it as simple and easy for our customers as possible. And our prices, if you look across the board, if you look nationally and compare apples to apples, again, I gave you that example before about the C8Rs. One was some guy was trying to compare a coupe to my convertible. Yeah. My convertible had more options on it than that coupe, and it was a convertible. Yeah. Okay.
So if you're looking apples to apples, you guys are there. And I will say, I know your markups because I've traded a car in here. It is not insane. You guys are not making a killing per car. Right. So there's not a lot of room anyway to wiggle because the profit margin is not astronomical like a lot of dealerships.
Right. And what a lot of people don't understand too is that, like for instance, a lot of our cars are also cars that we're getting in from out of state. So we're paying for the shipping on that.
Right.
And we don't charge a destination charge or a reconditioning fee or, other,
bogus little things that a dealer's like to charge.
These other mysterious dealer ads, So like I said, the price that you see, that is our price, and then TTL.
Yep. Which
So-
nobody's getting out of that unless you're in Montana
Yeah.
or pretend to be from Montana.
Well, I don't ask those questions.
Yep.
As long as you can verify.
That's on
Pretend
you.
to be from
Exactly.
Montana. All right, so Dad's
Uh-huh.
Garage said that they had a bid on my wide body Scat Pack in about 15 minutes and was a very, very fair
Oh, wow.
trade value too. So
I remember that. I didn't remember being that quick, but I do remember him going, yeah, it's not a bad deal.
Yeah, so sometimes we can get a trade-in right away. Other times it's like pulling teeth. We've got to remind them and send them out again the info. You know, it's just, and it's kind of weird to me because so many dealerships now, especially even on the new, dealer, new car side, but even on the pre-owned side, they're low on inventory.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a good quality vehicle, I'm surprised that they don't answer more. I just feel like sometimes some dealerships just are not as willing to work with an independent dealership like us. They'll only deal with maybe other franchise dealerships or wholesalers. I mean, we're kind of fortunate. The majority of our inventory comes from Corvette Club members.
Yeah.
car
Lone Star Corvette
collectors.
Club and all those. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
so-
know you guys do get a lot because there's been cars out here that have been immaculate. They have like no miles on. They're like, yeah, I was a collector. He just got rid of it, and he had like 150 miles on it
Right.
after a couple of years.
So we're very selective about the quality of the vehicles that we sell. Just because we take a Corvette in as a trade does not mean that it's going to qualify for that to be sold to.
Right. Yeah,
If it
exactly.
doesn't meet our specs,
It won't.
our
Yeah.
standards,
That's a
we'll
good.
wholesale that out.
That's what. Yeah, I was
not-
going to say. Me and Steve have talked about that quite a bit. Is that the cars that he's like, I would buy here because I know the quality of the cars is a higher standard than some of the other Corvette dealers in the area. What were you going to ask, Justin? I know you were about to ask a question.
yeah, somebody's asking what is the longest term on financing for a 2022 C8?
So our banks will go as long as 84 months on a C8.
84 months. That's a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Justin McFly, I want to mention real quick. He has, it looks like a 5th gen Camaro ZL1. I had that exact same spec car for a little while, but he said if they ever need a huge saltwater fish tank for the dealership to let him know.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that would be great. Right back. We need one right back here. That would look awesome.
We get a lot of muscle
yeah.
cars as trade-ins.
Yeah.
Camaro.
Well, he's talking about because he works for the aquarium.
Yeah.
And so if you need a nice big, we can put a nice big tank back there. Yeah. But anyway, well, good. All right. I mean, any other questions, or are we good?
I think that's it. So we're gonna kind of switch gears and jump into some Z06 news. Jason, I don't know if you want to maybe take a seat over there, if you want to ride this out, or if you want to start heading home. That's totally up to you.
I think I'm gonna head home. Here in a few minutes, I need to get a couple of photos before I leave. Crap. I'll have to stay on though for a little bit. I know that they're probably getting ready to leave though because it's well past their closing time. I'll get Robert to take me. I need a photo. I need a thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll get Robert to take me a picture and text it to me, and then I can stay on. I'll just be in my truck driving.
Okay, no problem.
So
All right,
So yeah, you guys are talking. I'm gonna get some stuff with them, and then I'm gonna get on out of here.
Sure.
But I'll be on.
Say thanks to them for from all of us here. So it was
Absolutely.
awesome.
I just want to say I truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all of our customers. Even if you don't buy from us, get to know us, get to know, who we are as a dealership, what we're about, because we are different,
Yep.
and support your local small dealerships like us, because we're really here for, Corvette Club members, the end user. We're here for you guys. I mean, yes, we're a business. We're here to make money like everybody else. But the mission here, when my owner started this business, it was really with himself as a lifelong Corvette lover, and Corvette, his Corvette Club community members in mind.
Yep, absolutely. And I can speak from experience. These guys, they're a great company to work with. They have a lot of inventory. So you believe me, there's even more. It's in the other building. So you guys need a Vette, man. Come out here. And if you're in the area, let me know. I'll come out and meet up with you guys.
I gotta roll.
All right, cool, man. Thank you. Have a great night. He's leaving.
Apparently you're not getting a thumbnail.
Yeah, I know. I'll get Suann to take it real quick. We'll put you guys down real fast.
All right,
I
guys.
know
So
if I do it any other way, we'll lose the feed.
yeah. guys, smash the thumbs up button if you're liking the content. Jason went out of his way to make this happen for us. So for now, we're going to switch back to the normal feed here because I want to talk a little bit about some Z06 information that has come up today. So what we're going to reference today is going to actually be some stuff off of the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. And the big one is going to be the second one in. But before we get to that, we're going to talk a little bit about something that Harlan Charles did. So apparently it was his vacation yesterday. He came down and just started sharing a white Z06 with everybody. So everybody got to kind of see this thing up close and personal. And it's a really cool spec. Obviously, it's a white convertible with a tension blue interior with the twilight blue leather as well, I think it was called. But you can actually see the door panel on this one it has a special stitching to it, kind of like the roof does on the 3LT. Yeah. Really, really interesting looking stuff here. But this, again, of course, is on the midenginecorvetteforum.com. So if you guys want to see this in greater detail, you can head over there. This one had the level 2 carbon on the center console as well. Obviously a 3LT interior. Very, very nice looking spec. But the other thing that I know you guys are all here for is the big one, and that is that some of the Z06s went to 3400 status this morning. So, of course, a lot of people are speculating that one of the ones going to 3400 status is most likely Rick Hendrick's VIN number 001, which is, of course, I'm pretty sure he selected the Carbon Flash 70th Anniversary Z06 package, which is the exact one we're seeing pictured right here. Really, really, really a nice looking car in person. Me and Jason got to see these a lot at Corvettes Carlisle this year, and it was really, really nice. But a couple lucky people who managed to get their order in are at 3400 status as of now, which is that basically means your car is about to be built. So, yeah, very, very cool stuff.
I was talking to Jason with that. I didn't ask you. So once you're at 3400 status, how long do you think till you actually have the car?
When I
on a normal Stingray.
Yeah, whenever I was waiting for mine, I had my car very shortly after. I don't even think it might have been 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Now I don't know that that's necessarily going to be the case here now, but whenever I was waiting for mine,
but it's pretty quick. It's not months.
No, it shouldn't be months. You should be relatively soon. So
can you grab mute Jason's mic?
Oh yeah, he's getting into his car. It looks like.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yes, I am.
I hear everything. Okay, now you're good.
Okay.
I was like, I can hear the engine and everything.
All right, so guys, 3400 status means order broadcast, internal plant order produced. So basically, after 3400 status, the next step is 3800, and that means your vehicle is produced. So at 3400 status, you're basically about built. 38, you're built. 4000, it's sitting there waiting to ship to you. So these Z06s are pretty close to getting into people's hands. And like I said, usually whenever they first change over to a new build, the quality control is closer to a month long. Whereas once they get rolling on it, it's usually closer to a week. So I think the first Z06s will start getting into people's hands around mid-October, possibly a little earlier at the absolute earliest, but it's going to be around October. For you, Steve and Jason, you guys are waiting for base C8 Corvette. You would have a week-long quality control. That's what mine was. It was almost exactly a week.
Cool.
And that's just obviously when they're looking over things to make sure that they didn't, the paint booth didn't mess anything up. There's no chips. There's no, scratches or whatever. They're just going over to make sure everything's good. Carlos Cook says, great job, guys. He's a first timer here. We appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in, guys. This was a really big show tonight because we had Jason down at the Corvette World, which is a big kind of a big deal when it comes to Corvette guys, because they have a lot of really awesome cars and everything down there, obviously. But it's interesting to be able to get one of us there live so we could bring this kind of content to you guys. If you did like it, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button, because that's the way we know whether or not we should continue to do that kind of video for you guys, or if you just want to stick with the normal stuff that we're doing. So the thumbs up really helps, guys. Now, lastly, on Z06 stuff, we also do have some actual loaded weights for the cars. So what this is just like you can read there, it is the vehicle weight plus 300 pounds. So they just randomly throw 300 pounds in there on top of the weight of the car to give you an idea of what this thing will weigh whenever you got two people sitting in there and maybe some luggage and this, that, and the other. But all of the weights listed here are true minus 300 pounds. So we're still looking at a C8 Corvette Z06 that is going to weigh right around 3,700 pounds. In my personal opinion, I think that's still obviously a little higher than most of us would like to see, but at the same time, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for the news tonight, though, guys. What questions do you have? I want to obviously have some engagement with you guys as well. Again, want to mention the fact that we kind of changed up the overlay here, so we got a little bit more information going on, a little more professional looking. Hopefully you guys liked it. It sounded good, all that good stuff. Other than yawning, Steve hasn't really had much to say tonight. But
Hey, you know what I do have to say? Here's what I say this. Vette Syndicate shirts.
There it is.
They're available on horsepowerobsessed.com and also other horsepowerobsessed.com merchandise. Everything's on his website now. We got it all streamlined. It's working out great. And I ship, once you order, I ship next day.
Yes. So, guys, Vette Syndicate shirts, you can actually see them right down in the description. It should be right below this video, actually, but it's in the description as well. If you want to go to the website, you can purchase them right from there. Steve sends them out basically same day. And, yeah, guys, so Blown 6 Gen had a question that I wanted to address really quickly. He asked, basically, in previous live streams, we all seemed pretty against dealerships charging over MSRP. Why are we okay with Corvette World charging over MSRP? I'm going to personally say, and Steve can chime in here, of course, if he agrees or disagrees, but I'm going to personally say, number one, I don't necessarily agree with it. But number two, the only reason I let them slide is because they are a reseller. They are not a dealership. So they're not Chevy. You're not buying this car from a Chevy dealership. You're buying it from somebody who paid over MSRP to get the car to their dealership. So if they pay over MSRP to get the car, they're going to sell it for over MSRP as well. And it's not necessarily what I don't love that idea, but at the same time, I can't fault them for that because they're paying over, they're going to charge over. Again, this is not a Chevrolet dealership, so this is not exactly the same thing that we've been talking about in the past about how, charging over MSRP or even promising one price and then at the end charging another one. There's a bunch of different levels to this with the GM stuff, but this is not a GM dealership. They pay over MSRP to get the car there, so you pay over MSRP to buy the car from there. That's basically the way I would explain it. Hopefully,
and they're pretty open with their pricing. They'll tell you and they'll show you their profit margin is $5,000. That's it. So if you see that car for 130, they paid 125.
Yeah, and
they're a no haggle dealer. That's not a lot of markup when you think about a dealership when they have to go into the service department and everything that's got to be done and pay their commission. That's not a lot of markup for them.
No, it's not. And when you think about, they got to pay to keep the lights on, they got to pay the employees to be there to answer the phones, to answer questions in general, to do what Sue Ann did tonight. She was there half an hour to almost an hour past closing time just to make sure Jason had somebody to bounce some questions off of. So these are all things that have to be factored in. But again, if I had it my way, nobody would be paying over MSRP on these cars at all. But unfortunately, it is what it is with this stuff. And
they're paying over the price for Kias. So Corvette,
exactly,
it's worth more.
And I know that personally. There was a person down in Miami that was looking for a Kia most recently. The last time I was down there, and he was all over the place because all the dealerships down there wanted to charge $10K over. He finally found the one that was only going to charge $5K over, and he bought the car. It's a normal thing nowadays, it seems. But so Blown 6 Gen said, okay, fair enough. He appreciates the honesty. Absolutely. That's what we're all about here. I'm not here to BS anybody. None of us are here to do that. We're here because we're Corvette guys at the end of the day as well. And the over MSRP thing sucks for us just as much as it does for anybody here. I mean, it's unfortunate, but hopefully that kind of made sense.
Yeah, and if you're in the market for I'll tell you my personal opinion. If you can find a Stingray, not 06, but Stingray for 5,000 over, buy it. I mean, that's what I paid.
Yeah.
I did pay 5,000 over, and I think that's 10,000 is starting to get pushing it if you really want it, but 5,000 I think is more than acceptable in this market. I don't like it, but good luck finding one. If you can find one MSRP, buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of the sad reality of the world we live in nowadays, where 5,000 over MSRP doesn't sound that bad anymore. But meanwhile, in 2019, when I bought my ZR1, I got that car for 10K under sticker, and nobody knew. I mean, they had an idea, but nobody knew for sure then that car was going to be worth what it is now, or else that thing would have been 50K over too. But let's see what else we got here. Would you still get the certificate for racing school if you bought one of their basically new Corvettes? No, you would not. Neil, that only goes to the initial purchaser. So if you're not the first owner of the car, you will not get that. Sioka is best MSRP. They are one of the better dealerships from what I understand. The problem with that is that they're a big dealer, so you're going to have a tough time getting a car from there. You're going to wait. Yeah.
Anything I can tell you, anything used, you're paying a markup. You can go on the website now. We follow one of the major guys. You're paying a markup for a used one. 100 miles on it, you're paying a markup.
Yep. You're paying that markup because you don't have to wait. You're basically paying to not wait. Yeah. Okay. Gap Marrow apparently has a fast Camaro. The ZL1s are awesome cars. LOL, but they've had my 2K for over a year and I'm number 5,000. Yeah. Honestly, 11-second eclipse, to an extent, I don't like that practice whenever they take that money and they know, I mean, if you're number 5,000, you're years out, and that money is sitting in their account earning interest, and they're making money off of you even without selling you a car. I hate that idea. I hate that because it's almost dishonest practice in my opinion. Like, I'd get that money back just so they don't make anything on you. But there goes my AirPod.
Tonight's the first time I've had them on, and so normally you don't hear me yawn.
I'll get the other one out.
These have way too much.
There we go. All right. If you're willing to wait for a Stingray, you should get MSRP, but it will take a while. Yeah. That's the big thing, is like we were saying here, if you're paying over MSRP for a car, you're paying to not wait. Are the cars being built right now model year 2022 or 23? They're 23's right now. So basically, once you're more than halfway through 22, it's usually, I think, June or July that they switch over. Any car made after June or July is going to be the next year, the next model year. All right, guys, I think that is about it. Yeah. If you guys could, one last time, smash the thumbs up button. Let Jason know that his efforts tonight didn't go unnoticed. Steve over here was sleeping through half of it, so. All right, guys, one more time. Vette Syndicate stuff. You can buy it from the store down below. Of course, it's the Horsepower Obsessed store, so while you're there, feel free to shop around. Anything you get, most of it I'll ship out, or Steve will ship out the Vette Syndicate shirts. He's really quick with it. So that's the only thing he doesn't fall asleep when doing. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. If you would be so kind, like I said, thumbs up for Jason. Leave a comment down below letting him know you really appreciated it if you enjoyed the Corvette World content. Next week, we're going to kind of go back to our typical more news-oriented stuff, and I'm also going to have a new giveaway for you guys. It's only slightly new. It's kind of similar to what we did in the beginning, but either way, you guys will see that next week. So we're going to say bye for now. We will see you guys all next Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, please smash that thumbs up button, grab a Vette Syndicate shirt, and we'll catch you guys next week.